Am I the asshole for not attending my daughter's gender reveal for her lizard? Okay, this is literally really stupid, but she's really upset about it. So my 48 daughter, 23, has a blue tongue skink who she heavily adores. She jokingly refers to it as her daughter. I have found it weird, but she says it's because it's the closest thing she'd have to a child, and she feels a strong emotional bond similar to a child. She has decided to remain child-free for multiple reasons, and I have been very supportive of this decision. Well, she recently took her stink to the vet for a checkup, and she was excited to find out her stink's gender. Afterwards, I got a text asking if I'd come to her gender reveal party she was having. She explained it was just a small get-together with cake and food for her friends she hasn't seen in a while, with the gender reveal being mostly a joke, and a way to make fun of real gender reveals. Well, I didn't come. I didn't see a point. It's just a lizard, and I'm a busy person. She later called me and expressed she was kind of sad I didn't come because it had been a while since I'd seen her, but she understood I was busy. I told her she couldn't actually expect me to come to a gender reveal for a lizard. She said that it wasn't a real gender reveal, that was more of a joke, and it was really just a small gathering to catch up with everyone. I told her if that was the case, she should have just called it a gathering, because I'm not coming to a gender reveal unless it's for a real granddaughter. She got quiet for a minute and then turned my words around, claiming I wasn't supportive of her decision to be child-free. I told her she can't possibly expect me to treat a lizard as a granddaughter. She said she didn't expect me to, but it was clear I didn't respect her bond with her lizard and her decision. And she just wanted to see me, and my reason for coming was hurtful. I told her she was being ridiculous over a lizard. She claimed it wasn't over the lizard, and it was a gathering and not even centered around the lizard. But I stuck by what I said. It's ridiculous to have a gender reveal for a lizard. She got mad and hung up, and I got a message from her best friend about how I'm an asshole for treating her that way. But I don't think I'm the asshole for not wanting to go to a party for a lizard. 1. My issue is that she said the party was a gender reveal. If she had called it just a party, I would. But calling it a gender reveal makes it sound like it's for the lizard, and I'm not going to that, even if it is a quote-unquote joke. 2. I don't know why it matters, but the stink is a girl, which is why I said I'm not coming to a gender reveal unless it's for a real granddaughter. 3. Even though I don't agree with my daughter for being child-free, I have been supportive and only shown mild frustrations. The reasons she decided to be child-free is she claims she's asexual. She just doesn't want one. She has emotional baggage and feels unable to care for a real child. She fears pregnancy, and she has a carrier gene like me and quote-unquote doesn't want to go through what I did. I had 4 miscarriages and a highly defected child that died after 3 months due to the gene. Yes, there has been slight tension between us because I think she just hasn't found the right man. She never dated growing up, and her other fears are unnecessarily exaggerated, but it's ultimately her decision, and I don't resent her. 4. We haven't seen each other in over 3 months. I'm a single mother, and we have always been close, which is why she invited me with her friends. I just didn't want to go to a party for a lizard. And if it wasn't for the lizard, she should have called it a party instead of a gender reveal. So, am I the asshole for not attending my daughter's gender reveal for her lizard? Top comment coming in with 51,000 upvotes. You're the asshole. That's your grand lizard. Next comment, 11,000 upvotes. Really hope daughter names grand lizard after OP, regardless of sex. So many SM posts to look forward to. Laughing face emoji. This one's really funny. Under this comment, a lizard bith. Next comment, Eddie Lizard. Next comment, so wait, you just told on yourself, OP. She had already told you it was a joke and you refused to go out of spite because she won't have kids. Then you had the gall to effing gaslight her. In fact, she told you twice that the party wasn't actually for the lizard. But to the very end of your post, you keep saying it was for the lizard. And OP says, and then she claims she's asexual. And later, OP says, I think she just hasn't met the right guy yet. OP in no way believes or supports her daughter. She only claims to. My vote, this lady's the asshole. She needs to support her daughter and her for telling my fiance, if I see her friend again, I'm calling the cops. Me, 29 male, and Erica, 27 female, dated for 2 years and have been engaged the last 4 months. After we got engaged, Erica moved into my house. I still pay the mortgage while she pays for utilities, groceries, and household items. After we get married, the plan is to put her on the house so she'll get equity as well. Her friend Leah, 27 female, and her have been best friends since high school. I don't particularly like Leah, but have also been cordial as I know she's going to be in my life. My issue is Leah thinks of my home as hers. Here's a couple examples. She always brings her boyfriend over and he's a sketchball. She talks to me in a very disrespectful way in my own house, like I'm a guest and she and Erica own it. One day I went out to my garage and some of my tools were missing. I checked my camera and Leah and her boyfriend were in my garage with Erica and took some tools with them. I asked Erica and she said they were just borrowing them and would return them. I had to reach out multiple times for them to finally return the tools weeks later. I have a nice wine/liquor collection and I was working late one Friday. While working, I heard some clanking of bottles together. Erica wasn't home, so I went out to see what was up. Leah was behind my bar. I asked what she was doing, and she said that Erica told her it was okay to borrow a bottle of wine for her party and that she would pay it back. I told her no, that wasn't all right, and to leave. I asked Erica about this, and she said, I don't remember telling Leah she could take a bottle, but I might have. I just don't remember. I told her at this point I wasn't comfortable with Leah being in my house. Erica sorta understood, but also blew me off. The final straw came when I wanted to go hit some golf balls and my clubs were missing. I freaked out because I golf regularly and my clubs are my biggest investment. I went to check the camera again and Leah used my garage code and took the clubs. I blew up, called Erica and told her to get them back immediately. Erica said Leah had asked for the garage code to grab some clothes from her closet and not my clubs. I threatened to call the police, but Erica stopped me. Leah kept telling us that her boyfriend needed them for a work thing. I got them back almost 4 days after they were taken, and they were dirty. At this point, I sat Erica down and told her that if I see Leah in my house again, then I'm calling the cops. No discussion. Erica saying that it's her best friend and that wasn't fair to do to her in our house. I said it's a pattern, and since Erica's stuff isn't affected, she doesn't care. I said she can go over to Leah's if she wants to see her. She said she can't do this because Leah doesn't like her apartment and Leah's boyfriend is always there, which makes Erica uncomfortable. I'm now getting the silent treatment and getting called an asshole, but I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. So am I the asshole for telling my fiance if I see her friend again, I'm calling the cops? Edit, update. I want to thank you all for the kind words and comments. I knew after reading the comments that it was time to come to a resolution. I decided to drive home from work and talk with Erica. When I showed up, Leah's car was parked in the driveway. I went inside and they were watching TV. I told Leah immediately to get out. She tried to argue, but I told her if she didn't, then I'm calling the police. Erica tried to get pissy that I kicked her friend out, but I said I'm done talking about Leah because at this point, nothing is changing with that relationship. I sat Erica down and showed her this post. 20 minutes of reading later, I asked what she thought. She said, "Those people don't understand our relationship or Leah." I knew then that it was over. I asked her to hold out her hand and I took the ring off. She begged, saying she is sorry and she'll cut Leah off, etc. I told her I can't even trust her with the garage code. How am I supposed to trust her as my wife? She's locked herself in our room now. I'm in the kitchen packing up her things. I called her dad and mom, telling them about what has happened, and they were furious. Leah is apparently banned from their house and has been since high school. I didn't know this, but her parents said it's been like this since high school. They are coming this weekend to get Erica and the stuff. I couldn't be any happier than I am right now. A huge weight feels lifted off my shoulders. I feel like if I never made this post, I wouldn't have ever seen how messed up my life had become. Sincerely, thank you, everyone. I can't wait to take my clubs out and play around now that I have more free time. I'm really excited to see what single life brings, and I can't thank you all enough again. Oh my God, that made me so sad because I haven't read the comments yet. Okay, now we're going to go into the comments. Oh my gosh, I just blindly read that and I was tearing up as I was reading it. I could just imagine being Erica, getting that ring taken off your finger. But let's get into the comments. Okay, so the top comment coming in with 46,000 upvotes. Do not put this woman on the deed to your home. Heck, don't marry her. You don't have a Leah problem. You have a fiance problem. Time to move on, buddy. Next comment, 12,000 upvotes. Agreed, Erica is allowing this to happen. There are a lot of boundary issues that show as red flags. The fact that Leah has your code and lets herself in without letting anyone know is a problem. Next comment, 7,000 upvotes. And you can truly see that Leah does not give a single F. She got outed multiple times on camera, got caught nicking a bottle of wine, and did not give a single shoot. Leah does not respect the OP, plain and simple, and Erica is fully endorsing this behavior in their house that she does not own any part of. And my vote, this guy isn't the asshole. After reading the comments, he's in the right.